You've decided to buy a house here in Morristown. You're so excited. You're a first-time home buyer. You've met with your lender. You've went over down payment scenarios. You've went over closing costs. You found that perfect house and you're ready to move forward. But I'm going to go over some things that you may not have taken into consideration, which I call the hidden cost of buying a home. So the first one is going to be your home inspection. Whenever you go under contract, as your agent, we're going to advise you to get a home inspection. Depending on the size of the home, those could run $350 to $500. That is an expense that you as the buyer have to pay, and it does have to be paid before the inspector will go out and do the home inspection. So keep that in mind. The second thing is going to be your appraisal. Yes, your lender probably outlined the cost of the appraisal on your good faith estimate. However, the appraisal has to be paid up front as well, because even if the deal doesn't close, that appraiser has to be paid. So you're going to have to pay for the cost of the appraisal, which again could run anywhere from $400 to $600. Now, we've already talked about the closing cost part of it, right? But you do realize you have to pay a year's worth of homeowners insurance up front. You're going to have to create that escrow account up front. So there's a lot of different closing costs that sometimes people don't think about. Next, you need to think about hooking up the utilities for you when you move into your home. If you've never had electric, water, anything like that in your name, most of the electric and water companies are going to charge you a deposit before they will hook that up into your name. So as a first-time buyer, if you've not had utilities in your name before, that could add up. Most of the water companies, I think, have a $75 to maybe even $150 deposit. Electric companies usually are going to pull your credit depending on your credit score, and that's going to tell you how much deposit you have to make on that. So think about that as well, paying for utility connections. Now, you've closed on your house. You are now officially a homeowner. Have you thought about the maintenance cost? Have you thought about who's going to mow the lawn? How much it's going to cost, even if you do it yourself, to keep gas in that lawnmower, to maybe have to purchase a lawnmower? Have you thought about what your monthly utility bills are going to be? Have you thought about having your HVAC service, having pest control come out on an annual basis? All these things go into owning a home. And most of the time, when you're so excited about that purchase, you're not thinking long term to include those costs into your budget. So buying a home is a significant investment, and you need to think about the total cost of buying a home, not just what you're paying out of pocket at the closing. If you need an agent who's helped a lot of people buy a house here in Morristown, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to hold your hand and guide you each step of the way. My name's Amy Shrader, and I'm with RE/MAX Real Estate 10.